Hi, my name is Alex Pasquin with McGraw-Hill, and the purpose of this video is to welcome you to your Spanish 2200 or Spanish 2201 course, get you acquainted with Connect, as well as how to get access to Connect through the UF All Access program. So as I stated, you'll get your access to Connect through the UF All Access program. And how you'll do that is by logging into your GatorLink account and then following the directions that are posted in Canvas. Once you have your access code, you'll access one of the assignments through Canvas and you'll be brought to a login screen for Connect. You'll enter that access code, and at that point you'll be allowed into Connect. When you enter into Connect, this is what you'll see. You'll see your home screen. There's a couple things up at the top. There's a Getting Started folder. It'll have your syllabus, and it'll have a couple helpful videos about how to use Connect, navigating Connect and completing assignments, viewing feedback, and viewing your grades and using Insight. The next folder is the Need Help folder. This has the information for Connect support. If you ever run into an issue with Connect where a page won't load or an assignment's not working, you can call the number in this Connect support file attachment. Please do not email Connect support, as you will not receive an immediate response. It's usually about a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. So if you're working on an assignment and encounter a problem, please call the Connect support number listed in this document. Over on the left here, you'll see where your ebook is located. You can select your ebook and it'll always open up a new tab, so make sure pop-up blockers are off. This is just like any traditional ebook. It's word for word and page for page, the textbook. One thing that I did forget to note is that when you opt in to the All Access program for your access to Connect, you will also have the ability to go down to the bookstore and pick up a copy of the loose leaf version of your textbook. It is free. It's included in the price that you paid for Connect Access. So you'll just take your confirmation email from opting in to the program down to the bookstore and just let them know that you're there to pick up your loose leaf textbook. So once you're in the textbook, if in the book it references a video or pronunciation of a word, you'll be able to click on that. You can also click and drag and highlight certain portions of the book and leave yourself a note or a place mark or a highlight. You can scroll and search for any key terms or jump to a certain page number using the search function. You can also just flip page to page using the arrows. So that's your ebook. There is a version of this that's available for your phone or tablet. It's the McGraw-Hill Read Anywhere app, and you can download that for free in the App Store. So back over to your course. One assignment type that I'd like to go over are called Learn Smart assignments. There's two for every single chapter you'll cover in this class. One will be over vocabulary and one will be over grammar. This is an adaptive experience. So while you're working through Learn Smart, the computer is going to realize and start to catch on to what you know and what you don't know, and start to show you information that is most pertinent to you. So as you can see, there's two parts to each question. Up here on the top, there's an actual question about the text or about the vocab or grammar point that you're learning. Down on the bottom is the confidence or metacognition. It's really getting you to think about what you know and what you don't know. So in this instance, it's asking you a question and it wants to know how confident you are that you know the answer. So I would click on Sure here, and at this point I haven't taken Spanish in a while, so I'm taking my best guess. Let's say here. So I get the question wrong. So what that does is Connect realizes and Learn Smart realizes that this is either a vocab or a grammar point that I need to see again down the road because I haven't learned it yet. Learn Smart is a completion assignment. So down at the bottom, you'll see a number. This one says 64 items left. So for this assignment, there are 64 questions that you have to answer correctly. Once you answer 64 questions correctly, you'll get all of your points for this assignment. Every student will be a little bit different. There might be a student sitting in class that might get 64 out of 64 correct. There might be another student who's not as proficient, and maybe it takes them 70 questions to get 64 correct. But once this number down here on the bottom reads 0, you'll know that you'll have received all of the points for this assignment. While in LearnSmart, there are some helpful reports that you can use. So a couple of my favorites are the missed questions. You can go back and see the exact missed questions that you've missed while studying with LearnSmart. You can also take a look at your most challenging learning objectives, and this will list out by chapter what you need to focus on the most. If you scroll down over in the left, there's an area for a practice quiz. This gives you the ability to select certain topics that you know you struggled with and create your own practice assignment. So maybe I want to take 15 questions as my practice assignment, and you can see of the 3 selections I've made, there's 413 questions that it could potentially ask you. There's a lot of practice within LearnSmart if you want it. So once you've made your selections, you'll click Start a Quiz. And again, it's the same type of questions, the same confidence level down here, same confidence level buttons, and it will continue to learn and adapt to each learner. There's no report that your professor gets that says you did a practice quiz or that you got a bunch of questions wrong or a bunch of questions right. This is just a study tool for you. So we'll navigate away from LearnSmart. The last thing I want to talk to you about are your quizzes and Tegrity. So Tegrity is a proctoring tool that you'll use during this class for each one of your quizzes. You'll have a quiz per chapter, so 5 chapters, 5 quizzes. Every time you take a quiz in Connect, you have to use Tegrity. In each chapter, the last 2 assignments have to do with your quiz. You'll see a pre-quiz assignment, which is 1 simple question, just making sure that you know that if you don't use Tegrity and record yourself while taking the quiz, you will receive a 0. There's a video attached in this assignment and a link out to YouTube so you can watch the video. It walks you through how to use Tegrity for your quiz. Also, up at the top on your home page, under the Need Help folder, the video is also located here. It says Tegrity, do this before you take each quiz. So, you'll do the pre-quiz assignment. You'll answer yes, saying that you understand that your grade will be affected if you do not use Tegrity. And then you'll come and you'll take your quiz using Tegrity. And all the instructions for that are within the video. Again, you have 2 attempts for your quiz. So if you take and use both attempts, you'll need to have and submit 2 Tegrity recordings. Over on the left, you have a couple options from your home page. You have the calendar that shows you what's due on the days that it's due. Your to-do page is a look forward into the next 7 days and what you can work on over those 7 days. And your results tab is just that. You can view the results of all of your assignments and kind of see how you've been doing. So the last thing I'd like to cover is if you ever have issues with Connect, again, over in the Need Help folder, the Connect support number is here. The telephone number that you will call is 800-331-5094. Again, it's 800-331-5094. If you have any questions at all about Connect, call that number. Don't email your professor. Your professor is the expert in speaking Spanish, not the expert on Connect. So anytime you call Connect support, we need a couple things from you. We need the reason you called or the issue that you were having. We need the case number that the agent from Connect support gives you. And we also need what the next steps were that the agent told you. Were they able to fix your problem? Did they tell you that they'd have to reach out to somebody else to try to fix your problem? Or did they try to troubleshoot your problem and it didn't work? All of that information is something that we need to help escalate your case. In many cases, we've seen students who have done all the right things. They've told us why they called, when they called, what the outcome was, and we were able to provide them with either an extension on their assignment or another attempt on a quiz. But without that information, there's nothing we can do. So again, please make sure that you call 800-331-5094. I appreciate your attention. If you have questions, again, call Connect Support, and good luck this semester.